They were supposed to lose. No superstar, no depth, no chance. The Indiana Fever walked into the Commissioner's Cup final like wounded prey. Their biggest star, Caitlin Clark, was benched. A veteran leader quit on them mid-season. The media had already buried them before tip-off. But what happened next? No one, not even the fans, saw it coming. Let's rewind for a second. The Fever weren't just underdogs. They were unraveling. Caitlin Clark, the face of the franchise and the heartbeat of the team, was sidelined with a nagging groin injury. This was her third straight game out. For Indiana, that wasn't just a loss. That was a gut punch. No scoring, no leadership, no magic. And the problems didn't stop there. Diarra Dantas, gone, overseas for FIBA AmeriCup duties. Dwana Bonner, supposed to be the veteran anchor, instead, she quit. 9 games in, out. Just like that, she stopped showing up, got benched, and walked. Max contract, zero accountability. It was the kind of drama that tears teams apart, and it came right when Indiana needed unity more than ever. And then came the setup, the perfect storm. Their opponent, the Minnesota Lynx, reigning Commissioner's Cup champs, 14 wins, top seed, MVP frontrunner Napheesa Collier dominating on both ends. They weren't just good, they were unstoppable. Vegas, Lynx favored by 14 points. The media already had the Fever get blown out headlines written. Indiana looked like they were walking into a funeral. It wasn't just about who was missing, it was about who they'd become without Clark. Before this game, the Fever had lost 3 of their last 5. Double-digit leads? Blown. Ball movement? Gone. Players forced shots, ignored teammates, played selfish. Aaliyah Boston, their all-star big, was posting up with perfect position and watching teammates chuck up contested threes instead of feeding her. The frustration showed on her face. Without Caitlin, this team didn't just lose scoring. They lost structure. This was supposed to be a dream season. Instead, it was spiraling into disaster. But here's where it flipped. Stephanie White, rookie head coach with a sharp mind and sharper edge, had a motto: pressure is a privilege. That night, the Fever stopped playing like victims and started acting like warriors. From the opening tip, you could feel the shift. Kelsey Mitchell attacked early. She didn't hesitate, didn't force, just pure buckets. Aaliyah Boston finally got the ball where she wanted, and she made Minnesota pay for ignoring her. Every pass was crisper, every screen tighter, every possession urgent. Indiana looked alive again, and then came the MVP moment. Natasha Howard unleashed something terrifying. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, guarding Napheesa Collier and shutting her down. This wasn't just a good game, this was a takeover. She moved like a leader, fought like a champion, made every big play when it counted. She went 8 for 8 from the line. She stole momentum, literally, with game-changing deflections that led to breakaway buckets. Howard wasn't just the MVP of the game, she became the soul of the team. And then came the MVP moment. Natasha Howard unleashed something terrifying. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, guarding Napheesa Collier and shutting her down. This wasn't just a good game, this was a takeover. She moved like a leader, fought like a champion, made every big play when it counted. She went 8 for 8 from the line. She stole momentum, literally, with game-changing deflections that led to breakaway buckets. Howard wasn't just the MVP of the game, she became the soul of the team. But it didn't stop there. Sophie Cunningham came off the bench on fire. 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 cold-blooded threes that silenced the Minnesota crowd. Lexi Hull brought energy that doesn't show up in the box score. Hustle plays, smart rotations, lockdown defense. And Ari McDonald? A mid-season signing, barely in the playbook. But she dropped 12 points, hit key shots, and gave the Fever a spark no one expected. It wasn't one star carrying the load. It was everyone doing their job, and doing it perfectly. Final score, 74-59. Not a fluke, not a lucky run. This was domination. Minnesota, the juggernaut, got exposed. Held to just 39 points over the final 3 quarters. Shot just 34% from the field. And when they tried to rally in the fourth, Indiana answered with 3 straight buckets. No panic, no folding, just pure execution. The crowd was stunned. Analysts were speechless. Even ESPN had to scramble and delete a pre-written headline claiming the Lynx had won. That's how shocking it was. And then came the quote that broke the internet. In the locker room, during the celebration, Caitlin Clark stood up and said just 6 words. "I just know everyone is sick." She wasn't wrong. All season, there'd been whispers, jealousy, shade, pettiness from around the league. But Clark had stayed quiet. Until now. She didn't play a single second in that game, but she led from the sideline, cheered every basket, and kept that fire burning. When she finally spoke, it was short, sharp, and perfect. This wasn't just a win. This was the turning point. Indiana proved they can win without their star, which makes them terrifying with her.
Chelsea Mitchell is the killer. Boston is a problem in the paint. Howard is a beast on both ends. And the supporting cast, deep, confident, and fearless. When Clark returns, this team becomes a nightmare matchup for everyone.
So, to the rest of the WNBA, yeah, you probably are sick. Because the Fever are just getting started.